Welcome back inside the Crown Complex. After the first quarter, 29-18, the Soldiers trailed the Liberty after one. But it was all Chance Jamison with 11 points. Whitaker with 9 for the DMV Soldiers. But the difference in that game, the 52% the Liberty was shooting to the DMV's 26, Corey.
And that 52%, a big reason and a big chunk of that 52% has been Fayetteville's excellence from beyond the arc. They're taking threes and they're making a lot at a very high percentage.
Shooting 57% from 3, 50% from 2. They're 7 for 14 from the field, 4 for 7 from 3. Free throws are 3 for 4 in the Liberty. Will have the ball to start the second quarter.
What
Liberty.
a screen right there by George. Gets called for an illegal one.
Just like that, a turnover for the Liberty to start the quarter. And a foul also for George. DMV Soldiers will have Malik Davis to inbound. We'll go to backcourt to Gillum. Gillum will slowly bring it up on Jalen Vince. We'll go to the high post. And that's Graham battling with George. Puts it on the floor, uses the window and gets 2 more. Just like that, they've tracked the 9-point deficit down, but the Liberty turn it over once more, and that's the 5th turnover for the Liberty with 11:35 left.
There's McDonald right there trying to pick some cherries. Wasn't able to do so. It resulted in a turnover.
Gillum will bring it up with Vince at the timeline. Dunbar trying to get away from the defender. Goes back out. 11 on the shot clock. Baseline pull up off the mark. George with the rebound. George hands it right off to Vince. Vince drops it to Moore. Moore's double teamed inside to George. Back out. 12 on the shot clock. Vince contested at the bucket. And coming out with the rebound, Dunbar. A correction, that was DMV Soldiers with the rebound. DMV Soldiers and trailing. There to clean up all the garbage was Malik Davis. He got 2 more. We're going to timeout. Liberty up by 7 with just a minute 14 gone here in the second quarter. Coach Don Gardner not liking what he's seeing, but so far, Corey, it was that high clip of shooting in the first quarter. Now they're 11 for 22, still shooting 50%. But you give the DMV Soldiers enough time to hang around without putting the ball through the hoop, you'll catch yourself in trouble once again.
As DMV Soldiers standing firm in the midst of chaos, as they did not let that run by Fayetteville scare them. A lot of teams, they get hit with a barrage of threes like that, they start faltering and the game gets out of reach and it's pretty much over with. But DMV has decided to just stand firm and hold their ground, and they're still in this game, dude.
Easily, I mean, you're only down by 4 possessions here. 3 possessions if you hit a couple threes. But the Liberty up 29-22 on a 4-0 run to start the quarter for the DMV Soldiers. They had the momentum. Coach Don Gardner says, no, we need to stop that now if we plan on getting a big win here. And tomorrow, the DMV Soldiers be traveling back home. For the Fayetteville Liberty, they'll travel up to Raleigh and match up with the Raleigh Firebirds for the 3rd time this season. Match up with the 3-1 Raleigh Firebirds. Only loss for the Raleigh Firebirds this season has been the Fayetteville Liberty. Right here inside the Crown Complex. Deshaun George with 1 foul so far for the Liberty, still exits the game as DJ Mason will come back in the game for the Liberty, as Coach Don Gardner says, need some more big bodies down low if we plan on stopping this fast-paced DMV Soldiers.
George, not a player that's going to get very much love on the court, but due to the absence of Glenn, Fayetteville having to really expand their rotation and just look at their depth. And see what they can do.
10:46 left here in the second quarter. After one, the Liberty led 29-18. It's a 4-0 run for the DMV Soldiers. Coming up with 2 turnovers for the Liberty. Points in the paint for the Liberty, 14 for the Soldiers, 8. Fast break points, 10 for the Soldiers. Correction, 10 for the Liberty, 2 for the Soldiers. Liberty bring it up. They're picking it right up at the timeline, and that just starts the clock. McCollum gives it up. Correction is 29-20. Just got a score clarification. Look at a big body of Mason, and Mason gets a putback. 31-20.
Mason doing what he does best, working inside and getting it to go.
The 6'7" frame just powers down low. And the DMV Soldiers miss with the 3. Liberty will have the ball. Have Chance Jamison, the hot hand, inbounding. Finds Dawson. DMV Soldiers down by 11 on the road. Titus Gary cut to the bucket, uses the window and elevates ahead of Kai Gillum for 2.
Titus Gary, it's very rare to see a smaller player cut to the basket like that. That role is usually reserved for bigger players, but Gary using his speed right there and get to the lane.
Gillum trying to get away from Gary, goes up, draws the foul, he'll shoot 2. That was Chance Jamison's first. So far, 9:33 left in the second quarter. First free throw is made for Kai Gillum.
Kai Gillum listed at just 6 foot, so he's a lot bigger than what's listed on this roster. As DMV able to match up well, not necessarily in terms of size, but in terms of speed against Fayetteville.
33-22. Titus Gary to point guard. Hands it off to Graham. And with the push, we'll send DJ Mason to the line. Dawson saw the big man cut into the bucket. Gave him a nice little bounce pass kiss. And Mason will shoot 2. Mason misses the first. DJ Mason with just 4 points, 2 rebounds so far. Getting a rebound off of the rim was Granberry. They'll push it up. Corner 3 coming up, and it's good for the DMV Soldier. That's Malik Davis's first 3. Down by 8. Dawson kicks it. 3 coming up, and nothing but nylon for the Liberties. McGinnis. Titus Gary tips the rebound. 36-25. Inside on the mismatch. Saw the defender off his feet and picking up an and 1. DJ Mason. Draws the foul on the big man down low. Graham with the foul.
Mason is continuing to make his presence felt in the paint. Goes for the line yet again. DMV doesn't really have a matchup thus far suitable for Mason. Every single time he's down there and he finds himself comfortable, he takes advantage and he gets to the lane.
Cam Lewis checks in as Talil Graham exits and DJ misses the free throw. Gillum sprinting in the front court, trying to draw the foul, kicks it. And a long three brushes off the iron. Right in the hands of Liberty. Liberty in transition. McCollum uses the window and connects. 40-25, 15-point lead. .8:24 left second quarter. 15-point lead for the Liberty.
It's like we blinked. DMV came back. Looked like a ball game. We blink again. And Fayetteville was up by 15.
Titus Gary, nope. And down with the rebound comes Malik Davis. In the corner all alone, 3 attempts off the mark. DJ Mason with the rebound for the Liberty. Liberty in transition. McCullough wanted that oop. Mason spins, draws the whistle, but it's a travel. 40-25 still.
Mason, a look of absolute disbelief on his face. He couldn't believe they called him for traveling.
Gillum leans over the free throw line, misses, and a rebound by Lewis. Lewis faces DJ Mason and misses. Here come the Liberty in transition. One too many steps, and that's a travel in the NBA. Also the TBL. 2 back-to-back travels for the Liberty. But a nice catch and stride for the Liberty. Could not quite connect on the travel.
That's a travel in the NBA, the ABA, the ABC.
The NBC.
Whatever. It's a travel.
Wherever you go, that's your travel, buddy. The Soldiers moving the ball, kicking it to the corner. 3 coming up. Short in his air ball. It bounces right through the legs of Lewis.
I think Gary got a hand on that one.
McCollum uses the window, no help. Coming down with it, Malik Davis. Davis with numbers, and the whistle blows at the timeline for Titus Gary's foul. Second team foul for the Liberty in the quarter. First for Gary.
What a IQ play by Gary, as DMV had numbers right there. It was in transition for a fast break that was probably going to lead to a layup. Instead, got to set up. They both just set their defense.
Gillum trying to get away from Gary. Baseline and a block by McCollum. Soldiers with the ball. Back out Davis for 3. Off the iron. McCollum with the rebound. McCollum to Dawson. Dawson drop passes and McCollum hits the floor. Looks like he's apparently injured. They'll continue to play. 3 coming up. Too hard off the base plate. Dawson ahead. McCollum will rush up and get 2 more for the Liberty as he beat the floor guy just off the court. 42-25, 17-point lead. The DMV Soldiers have not scored in the last 2.5 minutes. Lewis back out. Davis to the corner. Going up and misses. Draws the offensive. No, they give it a blocking foul on the Liberties. McCollum. Nice take to the bucket for Granberry. Granberry will go back to the line to shoot 2 more. Could have been an easy 3-point play, but could not get it to fall. 42-25, 6:18 left here in the second quarter from Fayetteville. Brown Complex Coliseum, the home of the Liberty in the TBL. Rattles out a free throw, leaves 1 on the board.
Tried to take off for liftoff right there. Didn't quite have enough fuel in the jet.
Granberry misses both free throws. Right in the hands of Dawson in the Liberty. Dawson is fouled in the backcourt by Granberry. It could have been a little bit of frustration by Granberry as he misses both free throws. Liberty bring in Jalen Vince. Titus Gary high post to Dawson. He's pushed from behind. Malik Davis with the foul. Lobs it in. Looking to mismatch down low with a little, as DJ Mason and Cameron Lewis just laughing at each other. There's 5:57 left.
Cameron Lewis just showing it's not going to be easy. Been pretty easy for Mason in the post on that one.
Titus Gary's three is off the mark. Big rebound coming to Calvin Washington. Correction. That was Jarrell Armstrong. 5:46 and counting. Dawson with the hand check. Stays right with his man and misses off the baseline. DMV Soldiers coming up empty on Ronald Whitaker's shot. Mason. Bounce passes to Gary, and Gary is grabbed by the jersey by Whitaker. You see them both down there just running off at the mouth. Titus Gary frustrated as he beat his defender. And Whitaker got beat off the dribble. And Whitaker with 2 fouls here in the first half. The young man needs to watch his hand checking.
Just a lot of frustration fouls for DMV as they make the first free throw. As DMV cannot be happy, and why would you be happy? Just coming back from a lead only to find yourself in a bigger lead than you were before.
Titus Gary makes both free throws for the Liberty. They lead 44-25. Titus Gary with 9 points tonight. And a turnover, DMV Soldiers. McCollum stripped by Jamal Wright. Wright. Back out. Davis, mid-range. Rolls off the rim, right in the hands of the Liberty. McCollum for 3. Air ball. DMV Soldiers searching for an opportunity here. Down 44-25. Whitaker's 3 off the mark, looking for a foul. He said he was touched on the forearm. Back door to Titus Gary. In trouble, forces up and gets one to fall. Titus Gary once again puts it up, gets it to fall low from the rim as he draws the foul on Cameron Lewis. And that's the second foul on Cam Lewis. Titus Gary with 11 points. The second Liberty in double figures tonight.
Gary just don't know how he just has a knack. It's almost as if his shot percentage goes up when it's a bigger defender on him.
He misses the free throw, and it's off of the Soldiers. Liberty's ball. 4:24 left. First half. 46-25. Titus Gary. 3 all alone. Could not connect. And Liberty get it back. McCollum out. Titus Gary sidesteps all alone for three. Doesn't fall. Rebound, Calvin Washington, second rebound for the young man. Washington taking it coast to coast. Left-handed layup, and it converts as a whistle's foul. It's going to be on Josh Graham. That's Josh Dawson's second foul. Dawson with just 4 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists tonight. He'll have a seat. As Montrell Moore back in the game for the Liberty. With 4:02 left. Calvin Washington converts a three-point play.
But never seen a free throw like that before. Very unorthodox, but it went in.
All good. No, at halftime, I'm getting you a snap.
Titus Gary. Bam! Just like that, Titus Gary hits the three, and Titus Gary is up to 14 points tonight.
Gary, come home. Just continues to lace it from the perimeter.
Right back out to Whitaker. Whitaker spins up and finds the bottom of the net with the help from the backboard.
Whitaker, he plays at his own pace, not going to let any defender throw him off of his rhythm. He's able to finish right there.
Whitaker with 11 points, his first DMV Soldier in double figures. Three in the corner. Pop, pop, pop. Montrell Moore. Welcome to the game, young man, for your 5th points. 52-30. Biggest lead tonight for the Liberty, 22.
Liberty feeling very charitable tonight. You get a three, you get a three.
And inside, missing, was Cameron Lewis. Clearing out the rebound, Liberty. Titus Gary. Rack it up, pop it up, and no, it doesn't fall. DMV Soldiers in transition after the Armstrong rebound and a turnover. DMV Soldiers. And that's their 8th turnover tonight. Media timeout. 2:38 left in the first half. It's been all Fayetteville Liberty tonight over to DMV Soldiers. We'll return. You're listening to TBL Basketball on TBL TV/Liberty. Welcome back inside the Crown Complex. The Liberty outscoring the DMV Soldiers in the second quarter, 23-12. and they lead 52-30 over the DMV Soldiers. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on TVLTV.tv/Liberty. Next game for the Liberty on the road tomorrow from Raleigh into John Chavis Gymnasium, and the matchup against the Raleigh Firebirds. First action tonight for Calvin Washington as he comes in to Titus Gary. Gary will slowly bring it up, met at the timeline. It's Titus Gary. Goes around the screen, drive in, high kiss off the window, and a big rebound for the Soldiers. That was McCullough with a rebound. McCullough will take a three from the corner, off the mark. Calvin Washington with his first rebound as a Liberty. 2:08 left here in the first half. 52-30. Calvin Washington will shoot two. First one is good for Mr. Washington. Record your first rebound and your first point in the same possession. Not a bad stat line for Mr. Washington. Extends the lead to 23.
Yes. I know the plus minus right now is going crazy.
And ahead, and McCullough misses the easy bunny. There's Richard McCullough.
DMV has to figure something out here. The Spiders look to be on zero. They can't get a pebble in the ocean right now.
Whitaker will attempt a three, off the mark. Vince with the rebound and a Liberty. Vince looking up court, nothing was there. He'll continue to bring it up. Spinning. Big three coming up, and it's nothing but nylon from Montrell Moore. That's his 8th point, second three in the quarter. 55-30. And just rattling and falling home for Jamal Wright. With 1:20 left, Vince driving, goes up, and coming down with the rebound, the Soldiers. And a turnover. Calvin Washington with the turnover. Washington stops, doesn't pop, and George couldn't get a rebound down low for the Liberty. Right, back out to Whitaker, spinning around. Corner McCullough, inside, and he is pushed by George immediately. George didn't like the call. The 6'5" power forward out of Carolina Christian College with a foul.
6'5" playing power forward. You got to be pretty physical, pretty aggressive. George, when his aggression, get the best of him here. The foul calls.
Talil Graham makes his first free throw. George exits. And Darren McDonald in for the Liberty. Makes both free throws. Calvin Washington, the point guard, bringing it up. Goes over to Titus Gary. .31 ticks left. Driving, draws the foul. And going to the line to shoot two, Montrell Moore. Talil Graham, 3 fouls here in the first half for the DMV Soldiers. Got 3 more to give in the second before he exits. Montrell Moore makes the first.
This game just starting to get out of hand, PD. Liberty up by Kobe right now.
Making both free throws makes it 58-24. Whitaker contested by Washington, and Washington blocks, and they say Calvin Washington with a foul. He's got a foul, a rebound, along with 1 point.
What he hasn't done yet is sell popcorn at the concession stand. He's done everything on the court thus far.
Got 14 seconds for halftime here. Whitaker makes the first. $20-point deficit. A correction, if I can count today. Making both free throws, 22-point deficit. Driving, Montrell Moore throws it up in a tip, in a tap, and DMV Soldiers go into halftime down by 22, 58-33. You're listening to Fayetteville Liberty Basketball on TBL TV. We'll return with stats, facts, and figures in the first half. Welcome back inside the Crown Complex. Halftime here, 58-36 with 1:55 left until the second quarter. Fayetteville Liberty shot 48% in the first half. DMV Soldiers shot 25%. Liberty 8 for 18 from 3. DMV Soldiers 2 for 16. They got plenty of opportunities. The ball just not falling through the hoop for them. DMV Soldiers lead the free throw shooting, 85% or 12 for 14. Liberty 57%. Liberty out-rebounding the Soldiers 34-26, 17 assists to 4 assists. Liberty have 4 steals, DMV Soldiers 3. DMV Soldiers 1 block, Liberty none. Turnovers, both teams even at 9. And the points in the paint, DMV Soldiers 12, the Liberty 26. Bench points, the DMV Soldiers lead away by 2, 18-16. Fast break points, Liberty 14, DMV Soldiers 4. Titus Gary leads all scorers with 14, followed by Whitaker of the DMV Soldiers with 13. But the hot hand in that first quarter was, in the start of the second quarter, was Jamison. Hit 3 straight threes for the Liberty to open up to an impressive 13-point lead, 33-20. It has been all Liberty since the end of the first half, Corey.
Yeah, it has been all Liberty indeed. It's a big thanks to Titus Gary leading the way with 14 points. Behind him, Chance Jamison. And the Liberty just raining down threes as a team. They're 8 for 18, shooting 50% from the field, from the three-point line, and a big reason why they're winning this game, Pete.
You know, any team that shoot that well in the first half, DMV Soldier, they're getting plenty of looks. They've shot 43 times. The Liberty shot 43 times. Liberty's just had 10 more buckets fall than the DMV Soldiers, and the clock is set for the second half. We're getting ready to get underway from the Crown Complex Center as the Liberty and the Soldiers match up. 22-point lead at half. That's the biggest deficit was 23, as it's 53-30. The first half. And the Liberty will come out to start the second half with McCollum, Dawson, along with Chase Jamison, Titus Gary, and DJ Mason. Titus won it at 3. Driving, gets trapped off, back out. Dawson won it at 3, goes back inside to McCollum, and he draws the and one and the bucket. And Tariq McCollum will go up to 9 points on that bucket.
McCollum just continuing the theme of Fayetteville, just beating down on DMV. Did it a lot in the first half, and it's continuing in the second half. And DMV, you're DMV, you're just waiting for the clock to strike 000 so you can go and head back home.
Free throw is off the mark, and here come DMV Soldier, their first opportunity. Whitaker on the left wing. Gets his pocket picked right away. Titus Gary out with a 4-on-2. McCollum, layups missed. Big rebound coming down for Jamal Wright, the 5'11 point guard. Whitaker misses another opportunity, gets his own rebound, goes up, uses a window for 2. 60-38, Whitaker with 15 points, leads the way with all scorers in tonight's matchup. Dawson, signal down low. DJ Mason, 17-footer off the baseline, right in the face of Cameron Lewis.
Mason just sizing him up like Zach Randolph. And Lewis going to try to get him back. Wasn't able to do so.
Dawson ahead to McCollum with a wraparound, and it falls out for the young man.
Got to finish that.
Hits a brick wall. Dawson was in the paint, hands up. And Kai Gillum will head to the line to shoot 2. Dawson with 3 team fouls. 3 fouls so far. Kai Gillum with just 6 points, 1 rebound in the first half. Makes the first. Whitaker will exit with the Soldiers along with Granberry. Second free throw rolls off the rim. Gary sprinting up the court, lays it up with no problem, and Titus Gary up to 16 points.
Gary just beating on pass. Nobody could keep up with him.
Pull up from mid-range and stays right with the Liberty. Titus Gary was slow, dribble the ball up. Gary to Dawson. Dawson nearly had his pocket picked by Wright. Gillum right on the hip of Gary. Gets away, lays it up. Make that 16 points for Titus. Correction, 18 points.
They just can't stop Gary in transition at all.
Titus Gary picking the pocket. And it's a jump ball with Titus Gary along with Kai Gillum. 5'10", matching up with a 6-foot.
Small on small violence right there. Gary is trying to take it away yet again. Just putting his imprint on this game here. Impacted on offense and defense here tonight.
66-39, 9:18 left. In the third. Fayetteville Liberty travel north to Raleigh, just an hour and 10 minutes away tomorrow for 3 o'clock tip. Titus Gary tips it back. And ahead, McCollum gets the feed from Josh Dawson. And it's 68-39, 1 point from a 30-point lead.
If there ever was a mercy rule in basketball, it needed to be introduced right now.
Well, if we were still in high school, it would be introduced right now. But we're a little bit over high school here. With 9:01 left, got a 29-point lead for Liberty. High school would have been a 32-point deficit. The clock will just run.
I wish.
And Gillum continues the hot streak, shooting from the free throw line for the Liberty. They're 14 for 17 tonight.
I wish someone just come on DMV side like the trainer from Rocky. Just throw the towel. Throw the towel.
Both free throws. Makes it 15 for 18 from the line for the Soldiers. Dawson trying to get away from Gillum. Titus Gary's three off the heel of the iron. And a rebound, nothing but 3 DMV Soldiers battling with Chase Jamison. In the corner, 3 coming up short. Titus Gary scoops under DJ Mason for the rebound. Gary shaking and baking, uses the window, and it falls, and a bucket is good. Titus Gary, coast to coast, and that makes it a 20-point game for Titus Gary.
No one on DMV could guard Gary if they were Velcro to him. Just cannot stick Gary tonight, and he's making him pay every single time.
Titus Gary, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 foul. Correction, 2 fouls. Titus Gary makes it a 3-point play. And Liberty, a 30-point lead. Wright trying to get away from Dawson. They'll move the ball around the perimeter. Baseline's cut off. Step back, flushes it on the baseline. Deep 2 coming up for Dunbar.
Dunbar.
Correction.
Making him dance right there.
Look at Jamison spinning. Puts up the shot, gets his own rebound. Finds McCollum. He uses the window for 2 and draws the foul. He'll shoot 1.
To start changing McCollum's middle name to N1, he gets yet another opportunity to just add on to the deficit. Fayetteville obviously does not believe in sportsmanship for the CPU. They're running it up right now.
Misses the opportunity for a 3-point play. $30-point game. Wright trying to get a little separation, going on a baseline, turns it over. Dawson threads one down low. Back out. Long 3. Jalen Vince. Correction, that was DeAndre Mason with the foul. DMV Soldiers trail by 30 here with 7:23 and counting. Baseline coming up short. McCollum with the rebound. McGinnis is cutting on the baseline. Pops out inside to McCollum, lays it up too hard. Following and going up strong to 6'7". DeAndre Mason gets 2 more. Mason with 10.
And Liberty on the fast break again. Dawson has it. He'll pass it. McCullum will take it and score yet again.
McCollum makes it 77-43. And we got a timeout. 6:37 left. You're listening and watching Fayetteville Liberty basketball on TBL TV. They lead by 34. We'll return with the remaining 6:37 in the third quarter. Liberty open up to a 19-7 run in the third quarter. The leads bloomed to 34 points over the DMV Soldiers. P. Norris, Corey Frazier, high above the rafters here at the Crown Complex Coliseum. Titus Gary with 21 points. Whitaker just held to 15, and that's where he stood for the DMV Soldiers at the break. It's Dunbar in the backcourt, and they'll go to the front court for the DMV Soldiers. Soldiers looking for an answer here, only scored 7 points in the first 4.5 minutes. And volleying and coming out with it is Vince. They'll be guarded by Graham. McGinnis inside. Working on a mismatch. Baby Hook could not connect for George. And we got a foul as Richard McCullough was fouled by the Liberty. He was saying he was shooting Montrell Moore. With the foul. Got 17 seconds on the shot clock. Correction, I gave the foul to McGinnis. That's his first. Ball will stay right with the Soldiers. The pass was intended for Malik Davis. Davis will come into play to Graham with a mismatch, forces one up, draws the foul, and Deshaun George will pick up his second foul. .5:53 left, 77-43.
Tyler Graham going to head to the line. DMV just playing for pride at this point.
It's the fourth missed free throw by the Soldiers tonight. They're shooting an 83% clip. DMV Soldiers trail heavily here in Fayetteville. Get their 8th point from the free throw line. George spins as the ball spins off the rim. The Soldiers, as Grant moves it around the perimeter. Stepping in, long three, no ball movement, nothing but goal down low to get the rebound. McGinnis feeds him. It goes Vince, no look pass to George. What a pass by Jalen Vince to George. He knew where he was going. Makes it 79-44.
Rip. Vince. What a pass.
Pass
from
ahead.
half court. And the finish.
The way to move it ahead to Chase Jamison. A lot of sloppy basketball so far in this quarter for the DMV Soldiers, being outscored 23-8. They trail 81-44.
And if a sloppy Joe was a basketball team, it would be the DMV Soldiers right about now.
Vince goes around the screen for George. He'll pull up mid-range. George there to clean it up. Goes up, and it's blocked. Whitaker drops his defender, uses the advantage, and could not complete. So he bounces with George. And the officials watching them come down the court. And there it is. Talil Graham just threw the basket to the second. Stadium seating on the block.
As the refs obviously being a lot more lax with the whistle. They see the score. Gonna just let them play this one out here. As we halfway through the third, reaching the fourth.
George gets the feed and blocked and fouled immediately by Whitaker. Whitaker fighting hard down low. We got a timeout, Fayetteville, as Whitaker picks up the foul. And that's his third foul of the first three quarters. 4:19 left. And the Liberty, George will be shooting two after the break. Welcome back inside the Crown Complex. George at the line to shoot 2. As Whitaker picks up his 3rd. Whitaker with 15 points for the DMV Soldiers. In foul trouble here is making the first free throw. George. Second free throw falls through also.
Continues to grow for Fayetteville.
83-44. He switched up on defenses. Nice feed down low for Malik Davis. 83-46. It's the 10th point of the quarter. Long 3 coming up, off the mark. Chasing down his own rebound and stepping right on the inbound. Chance Jamison. Titus, Gary, McCollum, and Jamison. Top 3 scorers for the Liberty. 21, 15, and 11. Vince into George. Pull up, high, kiss off the window, and it's good. Look at George for 4 straight points. The man's up to 8 off the bench.
Everyone receiving the love. And George trying to get the steal right there.
McGinnis on Whitaker. Whitaker steps in, long 2 off the baseline, and signals to the bench the deuces. George back out to Vince. 11 on the shot clock. 3:15 on the game clock. On 3 by Montreal Moore, off the mark. Another opportunity for McGinnis in offense. Fade away into paint as he stepped back as McGinnis with his 7th point in the Liberty. 39-point lead. Whitaker double team, nearly turns it over. 8 on the shot clock. Baseline. Back out. 4 on the shot clock. They get the shot off and a bunny. And that was Grant off that baseline. .37 lead. Vince dribbles right off his shoe out of bounds. So Darrell Armstrong will check in as Malik Davis will exit. Fidelis will bring it up. Nice feed to Grant, and he fumbles the ball. Back out. Kiss off the window. Volley and George volleying, and coming down with it. Jamison. Right on Jamison, hit all the way down was Talil Graham. That's Graham's 4th. At 3 in the first half. Got a couple Soldiers in foul trouble. Whitaker with 3, Graham with 4. Cameron Lewis, the big man, with just 2 fouls. Jamison with 11 points. Makes his first free throw. .38 lead. Second free throw. It's good also. Can't get over this hump, Corey, of 39 just to make it a 41 or 40-point lead. Going to whistle off the ball. Like how Coach Don Gardner switched off and he's put McGinnis on Whitaker. Graham with a foul. It's his third. Free throw's too hard for Graham. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 4 fouls. There's 50% on that trip. Reset, start the shot clock. Shot clock never started. Shot clock down to 20, game clock at 1:50. Vince will come into McGinnis. He'll pull up from the corner and it's nothing but nylon. 91, there's our 40 points right there, Corey.
40-point deficit here as Whitaker gonna try to get that to go as he gets a foul call right here.
Jalen Vince on the foul.
DMV, honestly, they've done everything but die here in this game.
Oh, they gave George the foul. Vince was in a position for the foul, but George with 4 fouls also. It's going to be interesting. George and Whitaker, the 2 big men. Darren McDonald in the game for George.
Gotta be very just aware when games like this start happening. It starts to get very, very chippy towards the end, especially the team that's getting blown out has really nothing to lose other than their dignity and pride.
Whitaker with just 18 points, 3 in the second half, and straight to the cup, the harm, the foul, and the bucket. You can count it for Montrell Moore. Montrell Moore with double figures right there with 12. We head to the line for a 3-point play. With 1:21 left. He could not make it a 3-point play as Whitaker grabs the rebound. Whitaker splits all 3 defenders. They'll move the ball up the court and lays it right over the rim was Khalil Graham. He'll get a steal. Graham. And a steal. 2 turnovers back to back. Montrell Moore finishes at the other end for the Liberty. 14 points. And Washington. 95-56. Inside of a minute. McGinnis in the corner. Off the heel. And Liberty get it back. Setting up strong in the corner. Could not make it. Underneath to Calvin Washington. No, correction. That was McDonald for the Liberty. 97-56. Long 3. Got 12 on the shot, 12 on the game clock. Vince, nice pass on the baseline and could not finish with Chase Jamison. 3-2. Whitaker in the corner, doesn't get a shot off, and that's the end of the third quarter. 97-60. 37-point lead. We'll return with the fourth quarter. You're listening to TBL Basketball on TBL TV. Welcome back to the Fidelity Investments Money Quarter. The Liberty outscored DMV Soldier 39-24 in that third quarter. They lead going into the Money Quarter by 37, 97-60. Titus Gary with 21 points. Whitaker with 18 for the Soldiers. McCollum with 15, Moore with 14. Liberty still shooting 51%. DMV Soldier climbed a little bit in that quarter, but in that quarter they were outshot as the DMV Soldiers only put up 59 shots this game. The Liberty 74. Liberty 34% from three. Soldiers just hitting 3 of 21 from three. 38 rebounds for the Soldiers, 48 for the Liberty, 24 assists for the 48 rebounds for Fayetteville, and 38, make it 39 with that rebound for DMV. Gillum, little baby hook. He gets the game started for DMV Soldiers here in the fourth quarter. As Liberty slowly moving with 7 seconds on the shot clock, turn it over. Titus Gary, coast to coast, and finishes for point number 23. Titus Gary gave him 99 problems on that shot. Stay updated with the latest news, signing scores, and more by following the Basketball League on social media. On three for Gillum, coming up short. There with the rebound was Calvin Washington.
Liberty looking to increase the lead. That big 5-0.
Dawson trapped off. Frustrated, stays right with the Liberty. Dawson will inbound it. And there at the bucket, Calvin Washington. Makes it 101-62. Make it 64. Dawson gets fouled by Grant. That's his first. McGinnis will inbound it in front of the Liberty's bench.
3. I got 3. We got to set up the cameras and stuff like that. That's a foul. I'm about to say.
There they say foul by Gillum. Right at official, right at the sideline.
Get that Will Smith on.
Kicks it and get it out.
Yeah.
With the foul was Richard McCollum. Third foul for McCollum. He fouled Washington. Down low.
Yeah, after the bag on layups getting blown, man.
3 left.
God, Lord.
I got like 7 times. 3 coming up from McGinnis. Missing on a rebound and gliding.
Golly, boy.
That's his fourth.
You said 15 and 13? That's what you got tonight?
You should have went for, what was that, a man's before?
Come on, Bam. 83.
Third hit.
That's, listen.
Montreal Moore. 13 on the shot clock for Titus.
I didn't even look at that scoreboard. Good Lord.
Pulls off for 15 and a
My thing is, why the hell do they have a close game with Raleigh?
Titus Gary gets a separation. Pulls up easily right over McCallum.
What didn't go right besides the music?
Dillon driving, kicking McCallum.
Because the refs not letting us
10 on the shot clock.
it was like
Soldiers.
after we called a timeout that we can't do it.
Some ISO defense, up
So
and under.
we just
Nice scoop and a drive for right.
But like the other
The referees didn't control that?
if the other team already called a timeout, we can't have a previous.
Kick it out.
But see, the other
Four
refs
for
last
three.
they don't mind. Except see, and it was like, y'all didn't stop us.
106 to 68. Titus Gary with the steal. Ahead. And the Liberty continue to climb down Washington
Who was that?
with the bucket.
Oh, where'd he come from? Oh yeah, DJ.
I can't be saying boo.
Another.
I'm about to say he's getting disrespectful out there. About to say getting disrespectful.
Titus Gary will exit.
Stop worrying your mama, boy. Stop worrying your mama.
Harder went out. Let Titus Gary get him some rest here as he's back
Who
in the
MJ?
court tomorrow against Raleigh.
My son? Oh. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. I know, right? That's why I want the third one to be the daggone.
Titus Gary with 25 points for Liberty.
But I appreciate that.
I even said it today. He was like, who you saying? I said,
Right.
and then he had to think about who I was up. He had to figure out his name.
Calvin.
I don't.
What kind of dad?
Just one that just put his mama do all of that. Just put on the clothes and go.
Some of their old stuff, I'm trying to put up. So I'm gonna take that one.
Okay. That's the person you need to talk to. Tell Kiana.
DMV Soldiers fall to 2 and 4 after today's matchup. Liberty
Smack the hell out of that. Smacked it back to the pits from whence it came. Hey. Ooh.
Direct the man. He said, DJ trying to play
Kai Gillum, 11 points.
Too bad.
He said that DJ suck. He said every time he try to play, I'm gonna try to play over him.
Make the first free throw.
Nah, he's not doing what he did in rehearsal that night.
Okay.
It's
Understand though, like right? So the show up at 5 o'clock. You supposed to be here earlier than that, but you calling me at 6 something. Oh, the D-Boy?
Making both free throws.
Don't wait till about a month now.
108 to 70. Montreal Moore. Look out, kicks it to the wrong gentleman is right. Will sprint down and lay it up.
Make it over here. You gotta get your dances involved. Get your dances involved. Okay, look, we gonna do the wave.
God dang, 20.
Trying to get some action here in the fourth quarter. They turn it right over to Vince. And the Liberties make it 110 to 70. Trying to get a wave going here inside the Coliseum.
Yeah, it was lit 2 weeks ago. It was lit 2 weeks.
It was so lit.
3,000 people in there.
Yeah, it was lit. It was lit.
Inbound it. They switch off and Mark Anthony Fidelis come into Grant. Drive and strip by Montreal Moore. Gets it back. 3 in the corner. Too hard. Big rebound for Calvin Washington. No, correction. That was Darryl Armstrong. I thought Washington had it, but The black jersey, not the blue
Oh, wait, whoa, wow, whoa. That boy got a 2K glitch shot. he hit the 2K glitch. Hey, yo.
It's the first.
Hey, Chuck. Hey, Chuck. You need to work on his mechanics. Y'all need to work on his mechanics. He made both of them. He made both of them joints.
Vince. 14 on the shot clock. 6:51 on the game clock. Corner three. The big rebound. McDonald, and he misses. Out of control. Bucket doesn't count. He'll head to the line to shoot two. This is Grant.
You can hear me on the live.
Still showing heart, even though the game is pretty much off, but over.
Got a media timeout, 110-72, 6:38 left. Here in the fourth quarter, we'll return with the final 6:38.
Okay, Liberty fans, we have two more contestants. We got to get away this Las Vegas trip. All right, let me get the ball. We have Ty and MJ. They're going to shoot from half court to get a free trip to Vegas. Let me grab the ball. All right, Ty, you get two tries. Two tries. We have Jordan and Angelica out here rebounding. All right, that's one. Come on, Ty. Come on, Ty. It's your moment. You take your family to Vegas right here. All right, MJ. Hey, this is what a Fayetteville best high school players. Well, let this burn right there. I got you on the assist. This is it right here. Hey, let's bounce it and pass you the ball, all right? Let's go straight up.
Liberty 110-74, led by Titus Gary's 15. Jamison got 1, 2, 3, 4 Liberties in double figures. We got Titus Gary with 5. Titus Gary with 25, followed by Montrell Moore 17, McCollum with 15, Jamison with 13, and DJ Mason with 10. Then you got McGinnis flirting at double digits with 9, George with 8, Calvin with 5, McDonald with 4, and Dawson with 4. We're the DMV Soldiers. Whitaker with 18, Gillum with 13, Grant with 8, Davis with 7, Wright with 6, Lewis with 3, and Fidelis with 3, and Armstrong with 7. 6:38 left from Fayetteville. They lead 110-74 over the DMV Soldiers. Military Appreciation Day. This Military Appreciation Day tomorrow in Raleigh. Be all you can be in the Army. See those bouncing around on the courts. Grant with a three-point play with 10 points. You see Vince going across court and could not convert on the layup. And at the other end, Calvin Washington with the foul, giving up a two-pointer. That's Gillum. Fayetteville Liberty shooting 51% tonight. 44 for 86. Three-point play. The 6:17. McGinnis goes around the screen. Trapped off, gives it up. Going up strong, could not convert, was McDonald. It was a second quarter. At the end of the first and the second quarter, it got this big separation. As it was Jameson's hot shooting, along with Titus Gary. And we got a timeout. 110-80. We'll be right back. You're listening to TBL Basketball on TBL TV.
Tonight's game is also powered by Shuttle Buddy, the official transportation partner of your Fayetteville Liberty. When the Liberty hit the road for away games, Shuttle Buddy makes sure the team travels safely, comfortably, and on time. For group transportation events, airport rides, and more, trust the professionals who keep the Liberty moving. Shuttle Buddy, driving the Liberty forward all season long. Don't forget, Souls Arcade is our official after-party spot following the game.
What? I'm not going out there.
As the Liberty get the ball in play. With 5:43 left. Vince. As we have took one too many seconds to get across the timeline. It's a turnover, Liberty.
DMV still showing a lot of heart here. Fourth quarter.
To get it out to the big man. DMV Soldiers. Baseline's cut off, but he still goes up. A little frustration, but tied up. With McDonald. That's his first. McCollop. Back to the line. Just 2 points tonight. Make it 3. With that free throw. DMV Soldiers lead in one column right out the top of the box scores. That's a free throw shooting. They're 26 for 31. Chance trying to get off separation and stepping in the big man and getting it back. Liberty answered, going up strong. Antonio for the Liberty. Make it 112-81. McCollop. Inside, shots blocked. Liberty with numbers, 3-on-2. They'll pull it back out with 4:47 left. Trailing, laying it up, and rims out. Gets his own rebound, and the shot's blocked. As Darren McDonald. 4:41, 112-81. Liberty with 12 on the shot clock. Donald to Jamison. He'll put up a three, and it's nothing but cash money. Still shooting, still hot. Makes it 115-81.
Still sparking.
Nellis. No one moving to the bucket. There he cuts through the paint, uses the window, and if they'd done that all night, the game could be a whole lot closer for Grant. Moving off the ball, Corey helps DMV Soldiers. Jamison's pass as he wanted it up and laying it up, Fidelis. 115-85. 3:50 and counting. Jamison gets some separation. Stops mid-range. Rattles, and falls. And the band playing in the background. It's been a type of game for the Liberty today and military appreciation. Liberty stepping in passing lane off of the hands of McGinnis. So he's with the Soldiers. 3:26. Pop it out, steps right on the sideline. Down in pain.
No, that's the score clock.
Looks like McGinnis got hit right in the face.
We can lead this here. You just need to unplug that.
So Coach Don Gardner coming to his help. Poked right in the eye. His left eye he signaled to. We'll bring in Montrell Moore. Sprint down the court. Jamison pulls up deep two, flushes it right away. 119-85. The Liberty still continuing to climb. In the corner, wide open, no. Gets an offensive board, nearly turns it over. Staying with it, fight. And it will be a foul on the Liberties.
Gotta give respect where respect is due to this Soldiers team. Any teams that are just laid down, rolled over, has not kept this game at least somewhat respectable on the scoreboard.
2:48 left. Calvin Washington picking up the foul, his fourth. Off the bench. Very active on defense and offense.
Armstrong, this is the first.
Like you said earlier, Corey, the form from Armstrong, he sets it, and it goes sidearm, makes the second, misses the first. And Liberty, with 2:47 left, will pick up their second home win of the season as they return on the road tomorrow at 3 o'clock, live from Raleigh. Military appreciation game for the Firebirds.
Sure, our current and former service members are satisfied here tonight with Fayetteville's performance. Absolutely dominating on offense and defense for Liberty.
DMV Soldiers' next matchup is against the DC Heat on the 22nd at 2 o'clock. 121-86. DMV Soldiers will fall to 2-4 on the season when they return home against the DC Heat at 2 o'clock. Here comes the Liberty with 1:48 left. Jamison wanted at 3, waiting for someone to cut to the bucket. No one there. And a turnover. Coach Don Gardner has to be happy with what he's seen tonight for the Liberty. 1:37 left. And DMV Soldiers got a stretch. Next weekend, they're at New England Kraken for 2 back-to-back games. Misses the 3-point play. 121-88. The layup. McDonald finishes for the Liberty. Long 3, and it's an air ball. Move it up. Jamison driving, nice little, could not finish. DMV Soldiers up, and he is fouled as Grant will go back to the line to shoot 2 with 59 seconds left. 123-90. Grant misses. Grant with just 13 points tonight. DMV Soldiers, 3 in double figures. Grant makes 1 of 2. Liberty will get it across the court. 17 on the shot clock. Throws one up. And Daryl McDonald adds to the scoring column. Fidelis' shot is blocked. Liberty will get it with 7 seconds separating shot clock and the game clock. Montreal Moore. McDonald picks up 2 more. 6 straight points for McDonald as he's padding the stats here with 15. And Armstrong, 2 more. And that will be it for the Liberty. They win 127-93 over the DMV Soldiers right here inside the Crown Complex Arena. The final score, 127-93. We'll return to final stats for tonight's battle. Welcome back to the Crown Complex here inside the home of the Fayetteville Liberty. Got a band presentation here for the crowd as Liberty will be signing autographs after a big win today, 127-93 over the DMV Soldiers. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's matchup as the Fayetteville Liberty. You know, Corey, what an outstanding performance from every Liberty player to put on that jersey tonight.
Yes, the Liberty just showed up and showed out offensively. Just kept going on runs, kept making big plays, and they dominated this one here tonight.
You know, the Liberty, improve to 2-1. Their only loss this season was against the Raleigh Firebirds, and that was on the road last Thursday. And they return tomorrow against the Raleigh Firebirds in Raleigh. So can the Liberty pick up their first win of the season tomorrow? It's going to have to take a lot of contributing from all players like it did today. I mean, this 127-93 win has to bring up has to give them some type of energy going into tomorrow's game.
Has to give them energy indeed, as Raleigh going to be a nuisance for Fayetteville, as both of these teams can just sense the back and forth and the rivalry brewing between both of those teams as the season continues.
Yes, as we take a look at the stats here, Corey, in tonight's matchup. Take a look. The Liberty led by Titus Gary's 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. That shooting guard was all over the court, could not be controlled if he's wearing Velcro, and the defender was wearing Velcro. The guy was all over the court, completely from defense to offense, back to defense. Wherever he was, that's where the DMV Soldiers didn't want him to be. Then you look at Chase Jamison with 20 points. Montrell Moore finished with 17 points, 5 assists. Tariq McCollum finished with 15 points and 13 rebounds. A double-double for the big man down low.
As the Liberty was absolutely dominated, and DMV couldn't really do anything to stop it. Big night for Ronald Whitaker, as he was the main man for DMV, trying to keep them afloat. Behind him was Grants with 14 points to go along with Kai Gillum with 13 points, as DMV now falls to 2-4 on the season as they look to bounce back at home next week.
Yeah, next week they're back home, and on the 22nd tomorrow they play DC Heat right there at home, and then they go on the road against New England Kraken, which will be 2 back-to-back road games. DMV Soldiers 2 games under 500. They fall tonight to the DC Liberty, 127-93. Next game for the Fayetteville Liberty tomorrow at Raleigh as they match up with a 3-1 Raleigh Firebirds. You can catch that game right here on TBLTV.TV/Liberty or /Raleigh Firebirds. Either way, we'll have the action to you from Raleigh. Pre-game at 2:40, and we'll be tipping off at 4 o'clock. Corey, I want to thank you for stopping in tonight. Best seat in Fayetteville tonight at the Crown Complex Arena. And we'll be back here tomorrow as the Raleigh Firebirds and the Fayetteville Liberty match up tomorrow night. As we leave you tonight, the only ceiling is a potential is the one you create. A special thanks to the Fayetteville Liberty staff and owner, Robert Edwards, for having us on tonight. For my analyst, Corey Frazier, the camera operators, and to the wonderful crew at High Level Media, this is Petey Doris saying good night and thanks for watching Fayetteville Liberty basketball on TBL TV.
This has been a copyrighted production of High Level Media, all rights reserved. For full season coverage of your favorite high school, collegiate, and semi-professional sports teams in North Carolina, visit highlevelmedianc.com.